Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make your very own Battle Royale game in Roblox. It's going to feature a diving system and much more. I'll show you in just a second. There's going to be a weapon system, a build system, and much more. So let's get started. So to get started, you're going to want to use the link in the description and download this zip file. Once you've unzipped it, you're going to want to open rbr1.rbxl. Once you're in, go to File, and publish to Roblox. I'm going to name this one Lobby. If you have the Game Explorer open, you'll see all these buttons will show up. But if your Game Explorer isn't open, go to View and click on Game Explorer. So now let's create the places that players are going to be teleported to so they can play the game. We're going to go to the Places tab, right click and click on Add New Place. Then let's click the down arrow and rename this. The first one is going to be called Gameplay. And then just make sure you do this for all of them. Right click and then create new, then right click and click rename, and just go through all of the ones that I have named. If they default back to this name, Roblox is just saving changes and they'll default back to the name you set quite shortly. Alright, now I've created all these 6 places, and once again, if you don't know how to create these, go to the Places section, right click, and then Add New Place, and to rename, right click once more, and click on Rename. Now let's configure our game. So let's go over to Replicated first in Explorer, Configurations, and Main Configuration. Then you're going to want to scroll up till you see a table called Places. This is where we're going to put all the place IDs so that the game knows where to teleport players. We're going to right click on Lobby right here, and click on Copy ID. Then I'll just paste it in to where the lobby ID needs to go. You're then going to want to do this for gameplay and all the other cues. Alright, and that's it for configuration. You're going to want to copy this table for when we have to plug it in to other places. So let's exit out of main configuration and publish the game one last time. Now we can exit out of Lobby. Let's open up the next file in the zip. Once in, you want to go to Explorer once more, Replicated first, Configurations, and then Main Configuration. Scroll up and replace this Places table with your new one. We can then File, Publish to Roblox. However, this time you're going to want to click Update Existing Game, and then click on the lobby you just created, and find the one that corresponds with this title. So this one is Q Deathmatch, so I'll find the Deathmatch one, and click Overwrite. You're then going to want to exit out of this, and do it for all the remaining files. Alright, so I just finished plugging in all the IDs and publishing the places. We're going to go to our main configuration script one last time, and it can be any place that you currently have open, we just need these IDs. We're going to head over to roblox.com and then just head to any game. Up in the URL you'll see the string of numbers, and this is the game ID. I currently have copied the lobby ID, and I'm going to paste it where the string of numbers is. It'll bring me to that place, and I can click on the 3 dots and configure this place. I'm then going to go to Access on the Configure Place panel, and I'm going to set maximum player count to 50. However, you can set it to whatever you want. If you want like 30 players, you can do that. However, if you do a lot more than 50, you may notice some performance impacts. We're then going to set server fill to fill each server as full as possible, and then click Save. You're then going to want to do this for every single ID, making sure to paste it into the URL, going to the 3 dots, clicking on Configure Place, going to Access, setting the max player count to 50, setting server fill to fill each server as full as possible, and then saving. I'm going to do this the other 4 times. I'll see you guys soon. Alright, so I've finished configuring all the max capacities, and I've gone back to our lobby game. To make it active so everyone can play, I'm going to click on the 3 dots, click on Configure this game, not place, and click under Privacy, Public, and then Save Changes. I'm then going to go back and we can play our game. Once you load into the game, you're going to see this menu with all these options. I'm going to click on last one standing. It'll then just take a moment to teleport you to the queue game. If you guys are having any issues, please make sure to check all your game IDs and make sure they're plugged in correctly. You have to remember that my IDs are going to be different from your IDs because they're published in separate games at different times. You also have to make sure that your lobby game is published as a game, with it being the lead place, and then all of the other places that we published are inside of that game. I showed you how to publish them correctly at the start of the video, so if you're having any troubles with that, make sure to rewatch the start. Thank you. This is where players will be gathered up to be teleported to the actual game where they can fight people. This kit has a lot of possibilities. If you go to the configuration script, you'll see there are a lot more settings that you guys can mess around with. However, if you are going to mess around with them, make sure that you publish them across the entire game if you want them to take effect everywhere. There's really just a lot you can do with this kit, and I hope you found this video helpful. If it was, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. Have a great day!
Made myself an